So I became the treasurer through kind of like the traditional group experience. I spent 2 years under the past treasurer, learning about how he dealt with SOFO and how he handled finances within our group. And then after that second year, I applied to be in the exec board, and that's how I became treasurer of the group. The transition usually involves a binder that the previous member compiles throughout the year. So any just common things that you have to deal with, like cash box forms or void check request forms, or anything that like we deal with SOFO on a common basis, and then vouchers for certain events. All that was compiled in a binder, and then it's handed down to me. And so that's kind of part of the transition process that I have to, over the summer, kind of learn what the intricacies were of the group and what things we handled.
So for Shepherd, first the former treasurer trained me, gave me some tips, and gave me a binder. And then I also attended a new leadership conference where they kind of told me all the rules. And I also went through SOFO training. For CSA, it was very similar.
Okay, so after the first SOFO training session, it was a little overwhelming. There was a lot of different things that we had to learn. There were a lot of different exceptions and things like that didn't necessarily stick in my head, but it was good to have that general knowledge in the back of my mind. So when I went to the window, I knew, oh, I remember that from SOFO training, and I should make sure to keep that. But I feel like a lot of learning happened on the job. So just coming to the SOFO window and learning by mistakes.
I felt a little bit overwhelmed. Like, I really didn't know what I was getting into, but I also felt kind of comfortable with the fact that everything was in a packet, and so if I was confused about anything, I could just turn to the packet or call SOFO. Oh, I thought I was getting into an Excel exercise, that it was going to be all about numbers, but actually it's a lot more than that. It's about building relationships with people and keeping people accountable. So.
I think it's always good to be patient. You know, it's the treasurers don't always know all the rules. Oftentimes the SOFO attendants are new, and they're also learning too. So it's good to be patient and learn from each other. It also helps to just briefly go over the guidelines after your training to refresh your memory on the rules that are there. So at least you know to the best of your knowledge that that you're filling out the vouchers correctly. For newer treasurers, I feel like it's really helpful to just go to the window and ask, what more do I need with this receipt? Oftentimes attendants are very good about saying, okay, you need exactly these items to have this have us fill out a check for you. Just be patient, look over the rules, meet with your advisor a lot, because they know the SOFO rules too, so they could help out before you come to the window. I don't know, just good luck.